So in this part of the conversation, I want to ask all our guests about possible solutions. What can be done given the fact that people are fatigued, as am I, as I'm sure most people who are watching this broadcast because of all the lockdowns, we've been cooped in. You want to get out, get a break, but you don't want to end up at the Mall Road in Shimla with thousands of other people and then run the risk of getting the virus. So, K. Sujatha Rao, do you have any sensible policy interventions or suggestions that you think governments, the police, people should follow so that the situation doesn't get aggravated?
My solutions won't be very popular, Rahul, because I do believe that, considering that the vaccination we haven't saturated the population with our vaccination, and also because the mutant, the virus can certainly, if it finds so many people who are vulnerable, can change again, and we've heard in the papers 617.2 has now come, and what its nature characteristic is that we really don't know. So I don't think it's very, very safe. We are not still out of wave 2. And that was a wrong message given by opening up so immediately just because cases fell. So I think the Himachal, I can understand the tourist lobby that's putting huge pressure on the government. I can understand that. But I think they just have to be responsible and regulate the traffic. They just simply cannot allow tourists to come in this manner. So what I would say is they must make a RT-PCR mandatory for any entry. It's a very fragile ecosystem also, this part of India, and ensure strict occupancy rates in the hotels and so on. But I don't think we should allow this free-for-all movement to be permitted.
Dr. Vishal Rao, what are your concrete suggestions which are practical, which will not lead to people pushing back and yet can ensure that we don't advance the third wave and don't bring it upon us sooner than we need to?
Rahul, if you hear the Singapore's end of the circuit breaker model, they divided their opening into 3 parts. The first phase, which is the safe reopening, the second phase, which is the safe transition, and the third phase, which is the safe state. And they emphasized that the first phase should be about reopening the economy and not the social activities and entertainment. Very, very clear, very simple. So you focus on economy, you focus on daily wages, but do not encourage social and entertainment activities. And I think that should be the clear message out here, that when we enter into the phase of safe opening, we need to be very, very important and prioritize the daily wages, the people who want to live for the daily living, and in a restricted manner, look at that group, but not the social and entertainment group. It's an absolute no at this juncture. The second phase, which is the safe transition phase, if the positivity rate is below 5% consistently with testing being high and no new strains being picked up with genomic surveillance, then move towards the slow aspect of social and economic, the social and entertainment activities. And as we ramp up with at least 60% vaccination, we move towards the safe state. I think it's very, very simple. What the end of the circuit breaker model Singapore is showing is a logical model. It's a simple model. We are not talking about complex mathematics or any kind of heavy epidemiology. It's a very simple thing that we need to understand here. And I think that would be my suggestion.